Something's not right in Golden State. The Warriors opened the season on fire, confident, sharp, and motivated, like a group of veterans on a mission to prove they still belong among the elite. They moved the ball beautifully, defended with pride, and looked like a team with something to say. But then, just like that, everything changed. In Games 6 and 7, the rhythm vanished. The communication broke down. The energy drained from their bodies. It's as if the spark that carried them through the first 2 weeks suddenly went dark. And for the first time this season, you can feel the unease creeping in. Before we go deeper, if you love real, raw Warriors talk, hit that like button, subscribe to Golden State Warriors news, and turn on notifications, because this isn't just about 2 bad games. This might be the first real sign that something deeper is wrong inside the core of this dynasty. The Warriors started hot. They looked determined, defiant, alive. But now, it feels like the crash came faster than anyone expected. Sure, people will say, it's only 2 games. But those games weren't just losses. They revealed cracks. The effort wasn't there. The chemistry that usually defines this team felt broken. And the faces on the bench told the story. Confusion, frustration, and fatigue. When a veteran team looks this tired this early, something's off. This isn't January. It's not the dog days of the season. It's week 2. And Steph Curry, the heartbeat of this franchise, suddenly looks human in a way we've never seen before. Steph's struggles have become impossible to ignore. The man who built his legacy on balance and precision looks uncomfortable and out of sync. On free throws, his body tilts awkwardly, his weight uneven, almost like he's fighting his own rhythm. He's mishandling dribbles, losing the ball in traffic, missing reads that used to come effortlessly. It's not about missing shots. It's about how he's moving, how his energy feels different. There's hesitation where there used to be freedom. And that, for Steph Curry, is alarming. When you watch him for years, you know how rare this looks. It's not just off nights. It's like his body and mind aren't aligned right now. So what's really happening? Some fans are whispering about a physical issue, something lingering from past injuries. Others think it's mental fatigue, the invisible weight of carrying this team year after year. The truth might be both. Steph could already be feeling the early toll of another long season. The soreness, the pain, the constant grind that no recovery routine can erase. Maybe it's not pain in the leg, but pain in the spirit. Maybe he feels it, that sense of not this again, the long road of 82 games ahead. And that thought, more than any physical problem, can drain even the most relentless competitors. What's even stranger is the loss of hand, eye coordination. The man known for supernatural precision, for dribbling through double teams and launching shots from the logo, suddenly can't control the ball the same way. He's fumbled passes, dribbled into pressure, and made uncharacteristic turnovers. There's no visible injury, no limp, but something in his mechanics looks disrupted, almost like his nervous system is off balance. It could be exhaustion, it could be poor sleep, or simply burnout. But whatever it is, it's visible, and that's what makes it concerning. Steph Curry, the calm eye of every Warrior storm, suddenly looks disoriented, searching for answers on a court he once ruled with ease. And he's not the only one struggling. Draymond Green, the team's emotional compass, entered this season clearly out of shape, 15 to 20 pounds heavier, slower on rotations, and late to closeouts. He's not exploding off the ground. He's not barking out commands. The voice that once echoed through every defensive possession has gone quiet. Without Draymond's leadership, the Warriors' defense looks chaotic. They've committed silly fouls, blown coverages, and collapsed in transition, not because they don't know what to do, but because no one is directing traffic anymore. The Warriors' defense was never about raw athleticism. It was about communication. And right now, that communication is gone. The question now is whether Draymond should still automatically close games. His experience is invaluable. But if the energy isn't there, if the communication and intangibles have faded, then what's left? For years, Draymond's leadership made up for everything else. But lately, you can feel the gap. The young players are moving faster, hungrier, louder. It's not about disrespect. It's about reality. The game doesn't wait for anyone. And if Draymond doesn't find his rhythm soon, those closing minutes might belong to someone else. Speaking of veterans, Dario Saric, the new face in the rotation, looks like he's still finding his footing. His movement is stiff, his timing just a step behind. But part of that might be how Steve Kerr is using him. Limited minutes, inconsistent stretches, and long breaks between appearances make it hard for a rhythm player like Saric to build any flow. For a veteran big, staying sharp means staying active. Playing him more might actually help him move better. Right now, it feels like he's being underused, dormant, as if his motor hasn't fully warmed up. Then there's Gary Payton too, once a spark of defensive chaos, now a shadow of himself. The hustle is still there, but the impact isn't. His defensive plays don't outnumber his mistakes anymore. He used to make 3 or 4 game-changing plays before one bad one. Now it's the opposite. The energy that once flipped games feels less focused, more frantic. And that's why many fans, and even analysts, believe it's time to reduce his role. Because players like Guay Santos and Brandon Podziemski, younger, hungrier, fearless, are earning every minute they get. And those young guys? They've been the silver lining. Jonathan Kuminga has shown flashes of dominance, attacking the rim with force and energy. Moses Moody has been reliable, efficient, and locked in on both ends. Podziemski plays like he's been waiting for this his whole life, diving for loose balls, spacing the floor, doing the little things that spark comebacks. When these 3 are on the floor together, you can feel the energy shift. The pace quickens. The defense tightens. The ball moves again. Maybe that's what this team needs, not just experience, but life. Kerr has always trusted his veterans. But this might be the moment he has to adjust. Because the young guys aren't just promising anymore, they're producing. That brings us to Steve Kerr. Coaching a dynasty isn't about X's and O's. It's about timing, humility, and evolution. Kerr's biggest challenge now isn't strategy. It's letting go. Can he truly trust the next generation? Can he set a legend in the fourth quarter when the young guys are cooking? Can he break old habits before they cost the team its future? These are the tough choices that define a season. Because this year's Warriors can't rely on nostalgia. They have to earn every win with energy, urgency, and adaptability. And Kerr has to be the one to lead that shift, not resist it. The road ahead doesn't get easier. Sacramento and Phoenix are next. 2 hungry division rivals who would love nothing more than to expose Golden State's vulnerability. On paper, these are winnable games. But that only matters if the Warriors rediscover who they are, the communication, the effort, the belief. It starts with Draymond talking again. It continues with Kerr trusting the energy of his young core. And it depends, more than anything, on Steph Curry finding his rhythm again. Not just as a shooter, but as the emotional engine of this team. Because make no mistake, the Warriors' story has always been about resilience. Every time they've been counted out, they've fought their way back. And maybe this is just another test. A reminder that greatness isn't a permanent state. It's something you have to earn again and again. So while the body language looks bad and the chemistry feels shaky, this is also where champions are remade. In the silence, in the doubt, in the nights that feel heavier than they should. That's where dynasties either fade or rise again. So the question isn't just what's wrong with Steph Curry. It's what kind of fire the Warriors still have left. Can they adjust? Can they evolve? Can they prove that this dynasty still breathes? We'll find out soon enough. Let me know in the comments what you think is really happening with Steph and the Warriors right now. And if you believe in this team's fight, hit that like button, share the video, and subscribe to Golden State Warriors News. Because the next chapter starts now. And here's the key takeaway from the channel. Delve into financial education to enhance your quality of life. Within the financial market, explore bonds and shares, particularly focusing on real estate investment trusts, which offer potential for passive income. Engage with this responsibly and consider reputable investment brokerages worldwide.